Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. Today I have quite the haul for you guys. It's not as big as other YouTubers have. I know they'll do like thousands of books in one sitting, but for me this is quite a bit. I don't usually like get this much at once, and I wouldn't even say this is at once. This is like over the month. So today I have lots of new books, lots of old books, and a really great haul that my mom managed to get for me. And I do have two that I haven't even opened yet. They just appeared on my doorstep this morning. So let's try and get into these ones first. I'm trying to be a little bit quiet today. My husband's still sleeping, so I don't want to wake him up. So if my voice is really low, that's why. Let's try to cut into this without hurting myself. So this is the Owlcrate. I only get the book only one. I am excited for this one. I ended up having to skip last month money-wise, so I was excited I was able to get it this month. Falling for the Shadows. Try not to look at the back, so I don't want to be spoiled. Oh, this literally just looks like the card I just showed you. That was real creative. Oof. Oh man, my glare is not letting it pick up very well. No hay luz en oscuro. I'm not gonna pretend like I know Latin very well. Oh, look at those edges. Wow. On the top. Ooh. They sold me on this one. The last one I got I wasn't a huge fan of, but I think they've redeemed themselves. Let's hope the book is actually worth reading. And one thing I hate about these type of subscription boxes is that they give you like really mediocre books. But they're so pretty. Oh, this one has a ribbon bookmark in it too. Let's see. I don't know if you can kind of see it in the corner there. Oh, that was like a satisfying cracking sound. Yeah. Oh, they really have it tucked in here. Pretty. Let's see. Oh, is this about vampires? It looks like a vampire. Oh my gosh, I just looked at the back. Look at that. Is there anything in the back? Okay. They've won me over so far. I'm keeping my subscription. I was actually debating on getting rid of their subscription because the last book I got was really lackluster. It was like the first month I'd ordered from them. And I was really upset. If it was going to be... That's actually pretty cool. Not cool enough that I think I'd flip it around for. I think I like just the cathedral glass. Cat's trying to eat everything. This one, I'm pretty sure is from Barnes & Noble. I'm pretty sure this is the Book of Bill. Ooh, I don't think I like the texture of that. Oh, here it is, the Book of Bill. I did get the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I thought the gold foil actually looked a lot better than the original cover, which is a red foil. I felt like, obviously, because Bill is like a giant golden pyramid, the gold feels better. That, and this comes with exclusive content. I think it's like an extra 16 pages. I cannot wait to read this. This is definitely supposed to be more adult oriented, considering that this is from a kids show. Oh, I didn't even notice the inside. That's really cool. I was trying to find this in my local Barnes & Noble, and I didn't get a chance to pick it up because I ended up getting food poisoning when we got there. So that sucked. And the inside of it, but I'm still glad I was able to find it online. I was really afraid it would have sold out because I went to the second Barnes & Noble again, and their Gravity Falls section was just like completely wiped out, and all editions of the book was gone. Oh, cool. I'll have to like do this like its own separate video just to like go through all the artwork in this. Like, look at this. So that's cool. That's definitely worth the price. It's $32, I think. Let's try to get it back on without bending it. Oh my gosh. That's not gonna work. I should put that back on later. So I did find, though, at the second Barnes & Noble I went to, or the second time I went, I should say, I found a few books. And I'll start off with the Nine Tales by Sally Wynne Mao. This one, it was actually a mystery book. It's like one of those blind date books. And it said a fantasy with like a nine tails that wants revenge. And this actually worked out perfectly because this was a book I've been wanting to read, that I've seen it like floating around Goodreads and stuff. And I actually didn't know when I got it that it's actually a collection of short stories. I thought it was just going to be one story, which is okay. I don't mind that. So that's like the first time I've ever gotten like a blind book that I was like, oh my god, I actually wanted to read that one. So that turned out to be lucky for me. And then I picked out Dragonfall. This one I've been wanting to read for a while, and I have read the first chapter of it, and it sounds so good. Basically, it's about like a dragon, and he's the last of his sex, I guess you could say. I was going to say the last of his kind, but that's not right. And he has to go on kind of like this pilgrimage journey to kind of redeem himself, and he has to turn into like a human against his will, and it's really interesting so far. I hope I end up liking the whole book. I do believe this is going to end up being a series, but so far from what I read, it sounds really interesting. I also picked up the book That Wouldn't Burn. This also sounded like an interesting concept. I've read the first couple pages of it, but basically this is about not sure I remember actually. I'm trying to read the back, but my mind's just like not focusing today. And then I picked up Lilith Hespero. This is newly released. I was glad I was able to pick this up. I thought I might only be able to find it on their website. I have 3 different piles here, and I'm not sure which one I want to get into next. I think I'll get into my eBay finds. I found quite a bunch of used ones on eBay for like under $4. I'm kind of excited about. So this one is a series I picked up, and I don't think this is the full series, and I think it's actually in the middle of the series, but like I tried flipping through the books to find out the arrangements of them and which ones came first, and they didn't have any, so that's a little frustrating. So the first one is Spectre, Wrath, and Harbinger. I really like the art on these. It's really nice. And then I picked up some middle grade books. I picked up Cat Wings. This is one I loved as a child, and I'm so glad I found it for a couple bucks. This is more of like a nostalgia buy. And then I picked up this one, which is Pax. It was only like $2 and it looked cute. It's about a boy and his pet fox. And then if you like Redwall, then you might like this series. This is Poppy, and it's basically about this mouse and his little journeys. I don't have the whole series. I only found these two so far, but they are quite cute. And then I found The Prince of Thorns. I've been wanting to read this series for a long time, but people keep wanting quite a bit of money for the whole series. But I found the first book for $4 and I decided to pick it up so I can at least decide whether I like the series or not before dropping all the money on it. I picked up Carry On, I think. Oh no, this is the first one. I've never read any of Rainbow Rowell's books before, but people keep saying they're amazing and that I need to read them. And people keep describing it as like gay Harry Potter, which I'm not like a huge fan of Harry Potter, so I'm not sure if I'll like this, but everyone keeps insisting it's better than Harry Potter, so I'm gonna give it a shot. It was only $4. And then I found Dragon Avenger. And then with Mortog coming out, I had to pick up the Aragon series. I was talking with this with one of my friends, and she's like, yeah, you can just pick it up. It's like you know, it lives off exactly where you left off, but I haven't read these since high school. And then I tried to read it, and I was like, no, I really gotta restart the series, because I was like, I don't actually remember it, and it feels feels weird just picking up in a random spot. And so I found these for only $4, and they're actually in really nice condition and hardbacks, which is wild. So very happy and excited with this find. And then when I was visiting my family, we hit up the thrift store, and I found all sorts of goodies at the thrift store. I lucked out and I found a Brandon Sanderson book, and this is Flantress. See if I can get the art up close a little bit better. And then I found this one that sounded really interesting. This is the Cat's World Portal. This is about a cat that came from another world, but they're actually a person, but they're like chilling out and hiding as a cat, and they bring like this other person in who like adopted this cat, and it just sounded like a really interesting concept. So I ended up picking that one up. This one is The Time of the Dark. This one I picked up just because I thought the picture was funny. It's like this wizard just chilling in this kitchen, but the concept for this one actually sounded really interesting. This is basically about this girl who just finds this 1,000-year-old wizard, and yeah, it just sounds interesting. This is a series I've been wanting to read for a while, and that's the Awakened Mage. Unfortunately, I only found the second copy, but that's okay, because I'm pretty sure I could find the first copy fairly cheap off eBay. This was a nostalgia buy. This is Maximum Ride. I remember reading these in middle school, but I don't really remember reading the chapter books. I only remember reading the manga, or I think it was actually like a manhwa. It was some kind of comic graphic novel that they put out for it, and I really enjoyed those, so I wanted to pick up the chapter books and actually read the chapter books. This was also another nostalgia buy, and that is Deltora Quest. I loved these as a kid. I remember getting this very book from like the Scholastic book fair, and they had them in like the little Scholastic pamphlets they'd sometimes hand out, and I never got to use those very often because my family didn't really have money at the time. So when we were able to get this one, it felt extremely special. So it feels kind of good and nostalgic to have this back in my collection. Then, like, look how fun and shiny the covers are. I found one of the Witcher books, and I had started collecting this series quite a while ago, and I had one of them, and I have no idea what happened to it, so I'm kind of glad I was able to find another one to put back in my collection. This one is also a nostalgia buy, and that is the Dragon Rider. And I lucked out and found like a bunch of comics. Found Aquaman. I found this cool Wonder Woman. I don't know, I spaced her name for a minute. It's a really cool hardback one. Really nice. And this is my favorite find of the whole haul. I found the collector's edition of Alita, Alita, Battle Angel Alita. It's in pretty decent condition. It's got like a little shelfware on it, but like this is originally a $30 book that I found for $7, so I am not complaining about that shelfware. And last but not least, on to the last of the piles. So when I was also visiting, me and my mom hit up the little free libraries, and I found 2 books. I found this sci-fi one that's just kind of like a generic sci-fi where you're just stranded, and it's kind of like just a basic sci-fi thriller. But I haven't read a sci-fi in quite a while, so I picked that up. And then I found this really cute little book about a cat and trying to find its place in life. And it just has this really cute, whimsical art. And I think I might give this to my friend's kid. I'm not sure yet. But he's only like a year old, and she said he really started liking cats. So I thought this would be really cute to give to him. Now to the real treasure haul. My mom, she hit up in my hometown, they have a church that usually does like these annual book sales to get funding for the church and stuff. And she found me an entire pile of books for only like 25 to 50 cents a piece. And she had found a series that I loved in middle school. And she found a whole bunch of them. And I'm so excited for them. But hidden in that pile, I also found the West Passage. This is one I'd gotten from the Caffeine and Legends box. I thought I had put it up on top further, but no, it was hidden in my pile. So anyway, back to the pile that my mom gave me. We have this series of books, which is actually really cool. This story is told through postcards, and it's really interesting, and it's very interactive. It has like these letters and stuff you can pull out, and the art is just really cool. But it's basically this guy finds these mysterious postcards from this girl, and there's like magic involved and stuff. It's really interesting concept. And she found me some oldies. She found me Chimera's Copper. I love the old 70s books. Their art is just so amazing. And then she found me a Piers Anthony one, Demons Don't Dream. I love the artwork for this, if I can get past the glare on it. And then Pretender. And this one, she said she got just because the cover looked cool. But this one's also like a really old Piers Anthony one. And then we have the Time Cat. This one looks really adorable. And now this is what I'm excited for. I loved the Warrior Cat series growing up. And she bought me she found almost at least all the older series. I've only read the New Prophecy, so I'm really excited that she found some of the other series. This isn't even all of them. I'm not sure how I'm going to display these. None of them are in order either, so I'm just going to start naming them off. this? Warriors Rising Storm. I'm not sure, it doesn't say which series that's in. That's volume 4. This one's from the New Prophecy. I love these covers so much too. I like how it has the cat's faces and then it has like them in the scenery. It always looks so nice. I never liked the British editions of these books. They always like looked really lame compared to the American ones. This one is so pretty. I like how it's the dawn and then it has all the cats at the bottom. And if you're not familiar with Warriors, this is basically about cats, and they're like wild cats and they have like their own little clans and stuff, and it's just a really interesting concept. Oh, and I'm so excited she found these. She said that she found them like 25, 50 cents a piece, so I'm so excited. And I'm like so excited she found them because I was trying to find them on eBay and they wanted a fortune for them just for like a couple of them, because a lot of them I think are out of print now, and so people are trying to upcharge them. This one's really cool. The dust jacket's a little bent, but like the underneath of it is really cool. I almost might just take off the dust jacket. It's just so amazing, especially the timing. She's like, oh, did you like this series? And she texted me and it's like, oh my god, I love that series. And it's like, actually was just trying to look for it. Oh, this cover is really pretty too. And I'm like super, super excited because she found the box sets for some of them too. And people are trying to charge like $37 to $40, basically like new prices for these on eBay. And she found these for like $1. So I'm so insanely happy she found these. Alright guys, that is the last of my giant book haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what books you liked, which ones you didn't like, which ones you think I should read next, which ones you think I should look forward to next, which ones you thought were good, bad, any of them you thought about reading. Let me know in the comments below. Alright guys, bye.